Okay, I've got all the holes put in. Now I'm going to go through and basically deburr them with my countersink tool. I'm just going to put a little tiny countersink on them all. Hopefully just a little countersink. Both sides. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to go through them all. I didn't have to change the height setting because they're all 1/4 inch. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do them all, and then I'll be back. I'm going to grab some bolts and we'll put one or two, well, put them both together, and see how it slides on the base over there, and how well it slides or if it'll slide. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm over here at the surface plate. And don't laugh, the only washers I could find were fender washers, because I need to put washers on the countersunk holes. So let's put one together and see what we come up with. See how well they slide or if they slide on here. On the base of the... I can't really well lay them down, and well, I suppose I could on a block parallel to get these, you know, because they're going to have a little bit of slop that I allowed for clearance screw. I don't know how good these screws are. I don't want to tighten them too tight and have them break off. Okay, give me a couple more here. And hopefully it'll slide on the... If not, we can shim it. I can shim it up too. Or if it's the other way, sloppy, I can draw file it down a little bit, the spacer. Oop, poke the camera. Alright. They won't, obviously they won't have washers on them. They'll have the flush head screws on them. Let's see. That one looks like it's... Ah, yes. That's good. Naturally it's going to swivel back and forth because I don't have the brass in there. But let's see how much slop I have up and down. We'll put an indicator on here and put some pressure on her up and down and see what we come up with. I don't want to fall off the plate here. Let's move it over here. Now, I'm going to try to get you so you can see the indicator. try. Let's see. This ain't working very well. I need to get over on the other side here. I got you plugged in, so that's why I'm fumbling around here. Maybe if I can move it over here further. Let's move this stuff out of the way. I can move it over here. That way you'll be able to see it, I think. I don't know what it is because I haven't checked it yet. Okay. I got you supposed to be focusing in on the indicator. Alright. Alright, we're setting on 0 and that's setting down. Not moving. Now push it up. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Half a thou. There's a thou difference from here to there, so. No, there's only a half a thou. There, get the indicator on 0. No, it's less than half a thou. How about up? I can push real hard, make it spring a little. That's good. Let's check the backside. Back here. So on 0, can you see? I want you to focus on that right there. Yeah, it's not really well, can you? Zero. Well, that backside's got a little bit. 2 thou. 2 thou right there. Go over here. Whoops. God dang it. Big fat thumb bumped the indicator. There's two over on this side. Same thing. So that bar, spacer bar, needs to have 2 thou draw filed off. But I'm very happy with the way it come out. So I'm not going to mess with it until I get the screws, the flush head screws in it, the real screws, and then we'll set up and get them to where it slides nice, and it actually slides pretty nice right here. And I don't really, the 2 thou, I can't feel any movement at all. So the next project will be the cross slide plate that's got to go on here. That'll be the next project. I'm going to go look in the book and round up some material. Well, I could do that brass. Before I do that, I'm going to mill some 1/4 by 1/4 brass shims to put in there. And that way I can drill, well, I can't drill the screw holes yet, not until after I get them fitted with the real screws. But I can get the brass ready. So I'm going to go and, you know, I have some 1/4 by 1/4 aluminum stuff here. I wonder if I can, I don't know what I milled this up for. It's about the same size. It is. I make use of those. Aluminum would be fine in there. Yeah, I'll just use those. I'll use these aluminum pieces that I have. I have a bunch of them. I think I made those when I was doing coils in my coil winder, and then I never used them. So anyway, I'm going to get the plate measured up for this cross slide plate. Well, I'm going to go do that. Then I'll be back when I'm ready to start squaring it up, and then I have to mill the chamfer, the 45-degree on it. And I could either use a dovetail cutter or I can tilt my head. And I think I'm just going to use a dovetail cutter. And I don't know how I'm going to measure. Well, I'll have to measure it by basically put it on there and hold it down and put a pin up and then measure the overall to see where I'm at, so that I know where to set the. Of course, if I go dimensionally and they have the right dimensions in there, should be pretty close. Damn close. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and round up material. I'll be back. I'll be back when I'm ready to start machining again. I'm looking for the button. Okay, I forgot that I have the front apron piece to make out of 1/8" steel, so I grabbed some 1/8" steel, cut a couple chunks. They got to be milled down to, well, 2.5 wide and 1 3/4 tall. So we're going to take and put them in here. I take the drill chuck out. And we'll put them in there, mill the 1 3/4 first. Gotta take the vice stop off. Mind if I can find the Allen wrench or the bolt here. There we go. Take that off. All right, so we need a parallel underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these parallels here. I'm going to set one in here down at the bottom for the part to sit on, and then I'm just going to put another one right on top of it. That's kind of a lot sticking out. Right. Put it this way. Flip them around, because these are parallel. I can use these parallels this way or this way. This is one of them where my good buddy messed them up, and they were I never had a mark in them. I made these and I never had a mark in them, and he had them all dinged up everywhere, you know. Here he dinged them, here he dinged them, here he dinged them, all in one day. But I happened to leave them out. Bastard. Oh well. They still work. Just they don't look as nice. Alright. Take a cutter and zip it along there. I can use a 3/8 cutter. I got some here on the side. 4 fluter, 3/8. Switch outlets. Ow. Okay. All right, we're ready to do some milling. I'll lower you down. Where are you aimed at here? I'm gonna pick that area to focus. Didn't clean up all the way. Okay, I'll quick give that a deburr. Put that in there. I gotta get my safety glasses on. Every time I come out here, it seems like I forget them at least once, and then my vision isn't what it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, we'll take and crank it down 20 and then take a cut across them. And we'll see where we're at. I'll get my glasses, safety glasses, so I can see instead of my prescription. Alright, we'll take another 20 here. 10, 20. Take cuts. See where we're at. All right, where are we at? We want 1 3/4 is what we want. Right? Yep, 1 3/4. We are at 810, so we got 60 thou to come off. Alright, that sounds doable. Right in here. And zero my dials. $60,000, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb cut. That way I won't have much to deburr. I'll climb cut this way, that'll be pushing that way, and then I'll climb cut back. That way I'll just leave a sharp edge. It won't really push a burr out. Come back here. Yeah, see, there's no burr here. No burr here because it was up against the other part. So I don't have to do much filing at all. All I got to do is just run the file down it a couple times on each side. Now we want to mill the lengths of them, which is the same as what the other parts are 2.5, I believe. Yep, 2.5. Take that parallel out. That parallel and that parallel away. Parallel again. Open the vise up and see where we're at with these to start with. So I know where to put the stop log. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. I'm not sure if they're going to clean up all the way. Put them like that. Vise stop. Vise stop in there again. There. Locker in place. Oops. Set that one over there. Slide that up again, it's tight. Drop her down. Want to clean it up. Play with it. 10 more. Oh, time to take my medicine. I fooled it, I already took it. I took it early. I was in having a snack, and I thought, well, it's time for my medicine. So I took it before I came out here. I shut that damn alarm off. If it wouldn't be for that alarm, I'd be hurting because I'd forget my medicine all the time. I have a hard time remembering it. Looks like we're leaving about 50 thou. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take my phone out and turn that alarm off. Shut up. All right. Alright, we'll hit this with a file. Quick. Now, flip around and put the edge we just did up against the vise. Stop. And we need to take about 50. I'm going to go ahead and take 45 and then I'll measure it, make sure. Shouldn't be too much left on there now. Well, let's see. We are at only about 2,000 long, so good enough right where this one's at. This is where the lead screw nut attaches to. So, you know, that hangs down in the front, lead screw nut attaches to the back. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to make the nuts or not. I might. I'd like to have two of them so that I can set the backlash. Because if you have two nuts underneath, you can set the backlash by, you know, turning them out or in. You'll see. You'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it that way. Because this doesn't have a half nut. Okay. Okie doke. So, I'm going to take the one that slides, not laying here. Here's the one we got put together. This will go on there like this, right here. It'll hang down. These washers are in the way, but we'll flip it around. It'll hang down just like that. And then there's a block that gets with the half nut, or with the Acme thread in it. Not quite sure what the second. I think it's just a thread. So, alright, I'm not going to put any holes in this yet until I decide how my half nut, or my half nut, how my Acme nut is going to look. I did find my I did find my Acme ID. Threading tool. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it, but it's not doing a very good job. This is the one I used for the tailstock. But so, like I said, I'm thinking about making them out of nylon to go in there. That way, when I set the backlash, it's a little bit of a cushion. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. So now we got everything, all the parts except for the block. Except for the block for where the Acme, where the lead screw goes through. So we need to drill these two holes and that hole, and then we'll have to drill them in the front of this, on the front side. We'll end up drilling the holes here and then down here in it, and then that plate goes on there. Cool. We're getting there. I'm getting a little closer every day. Just baby steps. Because once I get that, then we're gonna do some NC work, and we're gonna whip out the handle, and that's made out of